Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday to everyone in attendance here. Just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your Monday morning to join us on this webinar. We want to welcome Brandon Johnson with Assurity Life, one of our very valued partners here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Great products, great company to work with. And Brandon will be discussing their non-med term with us today. So great product. I won't, steal any of his thunder, but again, really appreciate having Brandon with us and appreciate having all of you. I'm going to move quickly through our intro slides so we can get to the heart of the presentation. Hopefully you'll glean some valuable information from some of the services that we offer as I highlight them. And again, I'm going to move fairly quickly. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. My name is TJ, Life Sales Director here at IAMS, one of the members of the Life team. We have Mark, Sandy, Adam Welch, and myself. Any one of us would be more than happy to answer any questions for you. So let's go ahead and get started. We do have a question box, so if you have any questions along the way that you would like myself or Brandon to address, please type those in there and we'll try to get to them. I want to first talk about our new producer bonus. So great opportunity, to earn some extra cash or incentives if you are a newly contracted producer with us in your first 6 months of production. If you want to, and you can qualify for any one of these levels, as you can see at the $100,000 premium level, and that it could be a combination of, of any type of premium, if you will, whether it's SPL, annuity, or a combination of both. But you hit that $100,000 premium level, you are eligible for either a $750 cash bonus, 2-year subscription to a website and newsletter service, or the latest generation iPad. If you want to forego that, shoot for the 300,000 level. You'd be eligible for a full Social Security program, 3,000-piece postcard mailing, $2,000 in matching marketing money, or a $1,500 gift card. If you want to shoot for the stars, shoot for that $500,000 premium level. And we've had many producers that get to that level with just one case. You'd qualify for either a 5,000-piece mailing and seminar coaching with one of our top producers, Matt Gill, 4,000-piece mailing and seminar coaching with another one of our top producers, Mr. Dave Pemper, or one of my personal favorites, a Ritz-Carlton Travel Rewards, make your own personal getaway. Again, would love for any one of you who are considering doing business with insurance agency marketing services or newly contracted to do everything that you can to qualify for that new producer bonus. And we want to do everything that we can to help you. Talk a little bit about our 2018 Top Producers Escape that will be held next year, 2018, February 25th through the 28th in Scottsdale, Arizona, at the very beautiful Boulders Resort and Spa. Just a real quality trip, and accommodations there should be a great time of education as well. And you can qualify for that Top Producers Escape with any combination of the premium that you see down there at the bottom. Qualification period for that trip runs through July 1st to December 31st of this year. So we're going to talk a little bit also about our creative services team. Just some great folks over in that department. Josh Treecarton and Tasia Peterson will gladly assist you with any of your marketing needs, whether it's just logo development, business cards, stationery, those very basic things, to TV, radio, ad creation and production. So If you have any of those needs, website development, our email newsletter service, which I'll talk about here in a second, reach out to those folks. Again, Josh Treecarton or Tasia Peterson over in our creative services team. They'd be more than happy to help. You can reach them at 800 255 5055. Just ask for Josh and Tasia. And then our insurance email newsletter service, as you can see the stat up at the top, 86% of internet users age 65 and older use email. So if you are working in that senior market, you're trying to bolster your efforts in that market, know that email newsletters are an effective way to stay in front of your prospects and clients, and our creative services team can assist you with that. We do offer a 30-day free trial of that email newsletter service, so give those folks a call, again, Josh or Tasia, and they can assist you with that. Our IAMS Life and Annuity Academy, an industry recognized academy that we do, where we do a 2-day training. We sponsor the trip, and by sponsor, I mean we cover your airfare, we cover your lodging, cover your meals, so that we can bring you in to just kind of pour into you. From an education standpoint, you get to rub some shoulders with, some of our top agents, exchange ideas. I won't read every one of those bullet points, but those are some of the topics that we touch. So we do about 2 or 3 of those a year. We just had one in May 17th through the 19th, and we have a future date set for September, and then another one in November. And I believe that September Academy will be here in our offices in Omaha. So it'll be a great chance to come in, meet the staff here, and kind of see what we do and how we do it. So I'm sure there'll be some opportunity for that. So if you're interested in attending the Life and Annuity Academy, I'm going to launch a quick poll here. Just click yes or no, and we'll get some additional information out to you. I'll leave that up for about 10 seconds here, allow you to respond, and again, we'll follow up with you on that. A couple more seconds here, and I'll get that closed out. Okay, thank you for all that responded to the poll. We'll definitely get out some information out to you. Can't say enough about our paperless contracting service. Just an efficient, easy way to get contracted with multiple companies. We send you out a set of paperwork that you fill out, just kind of an initial packet to get some basic information from you, background, things of that nature. And then once that initial packet is filled out, you will then be put on our paperless contracting system. So if you want to be appointed with additional carriers as our relationship grows, you would simply just shoot us an email, give me a call, TJ, I want XYZ company, and I'll take care of it from there. There may be probably a handful or less than a handful of carriers that require company-specific paperwork, but the vast majority of them we have set up on paperless contracting. So again, just a quick and efficient way to get contracted with our great carriers here. Always encourage our agents or prospective agents to visit our website. You can find us on the web at www.iamsinc.com. That's IAMSINC.com. Great tools on there. I always say it in these webinars, if you're doing business on the weekend, or something comes up later in the evening on an appointment, and you didn't get the application, or you need some forms or brochures or service forms, you can access those tools on our website. On the life side, we have a great term and guaranteed universal life quote tool rather on the website. So if you would like access or a login to the website, we encourage you to partner with us. We'll get you that, get that set up for you. and you'll have those resources at your fingertips. Just some great information on IAMS. There's some profile information about the staff here. So a good opportunity to get to know us a little better as well. Just in, when was it, late January, we launched, excuse me, IAMS Wealth Management. And that was a move that was kind of a preparatory move for what we're facing with the Department of Labor ruling. Basically, we wanted to be in a position where our producers did not miss a beat when it comes to working with qualified assets or managed money. So we have a great platform to do that. As we like to say here, we're looking for not necessarily asset managers, but asset gatherers. So if you can find the assets, we'll take care of the rest. From an advisory standpoint, great team over on the IAMS Wealth Management side. Would love to put you in contact with them. So if you are thinking about moving your practice in that direction, or you are a Series 65 licensed advisor, would highly encourage you to consider us, consider partnering with us to meet those needs. So if you would like more information regarding IAMS Wealth Management, I'm going to launch a quick poll here, indicate yes there, and I'll get your information over to Charles Hiring Jr. Over there, or Mike Hansen, and they would be more than happy to reach out to you and share some information with you. A couple more seconds on that poll. I'll close it out and we'll move on. All right, thank you for all who responded. A little bit about our retirement analyzer software. As you can see, planning software developed by agents for agents. So if you are looking for a repeatable sales process to go through with your clients, I would ask you to consider using the retirement analyzer software. That is a free service, if you will, that's available to qualifying agents. If you would like more information on the retirement analyzer software tool, please reach out to the folks over on our Annuity marketing team. Any one of them would be more than happy to help you there, and they'll get you some more information out. You can reach them at 800-255-5055. A couple of additional incentive programs. We have our referred producer program. When you as a contracted producer with us, refer another producer with us who gets contracted. They don't even have to write business at this point, but just when your referral contracts, we cut you a check for $50. When they do business, we'll cut you another check for $100. And then going forward, you'll earn 20 basis points on that referral. So ask more about that. I'd be more than happy to share some additional information with you, but we appreciate good referred producers, from our team, and again, we would be more than happy to bring them on and also reward you for it. We also have our marketing reimbursement program, where for every $100,000 in premium that you bring in, we pay $200 in real marketing money that you can use for your business. There's a little more detail on how that works. I won't belabor the point now, but if you would like more information on that, please reach out to us. Basically, it's a way that you can cut your business expenses in half. If you're buying leads, doing client events, or prospective events, client appreciation kinds of things, office upgrades, you can use that money for this purpose. Okay, that closes out my portion. I'll hand it over to Brandon here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out with a phone call. Again, my name is TJ over on the Life team. You can reach me here at 1-800-255-5055, or shoot me an email at tj@imsinc.com. Would be more than happy to help. I'll kick it over to Brandon here, and here we go.
Thanks, TJ. Appreciate everybody's time today, and that was some great stuff. One thing I do know with working with IAMS, they're a great organization, and one thing you'll learn about them is the service is at the top of their list. When you call them, you're not going to sit on hold, and you're not going to have the phone ring more than twice usually. Someone's going to pick it up right away. So great organization, and they'll do a lot of great things for you, and obviously they advertise a lot of the great incentives they have as well. So today I'm going to be talking about doubling your income with one client. Obviously, there's multiple ways you can do that. You can write your client more than one product, things like that. But really, I want to talk about doing that with one policy, and we'll be talking about doing it with our non-med term. When I go into this presentation afterwards, I'll mention we do have a new product coming out, a new term, and I'll kind of go over some of the things that will have entail as well. So that should be coming out August 1st, but I'll go through this presentation in the meantime. As far as Assurity, we are located in Lincoln, Nebraska, so just down the road from IAMS. We are an A-rated company, been around 125 years, actually 127 years now, but really known in the industry as a middle income focused company. One-stop shop. So as far as the underwriting goes, we have anywhere from simplified all the way fully underwritten underwriting. Really, when you think about middle income America, no one wakes up wanting to buy insurance. So we want to make it convenient for them. We want to make it so if they want to do non-medical, we have that option. Obviously, if they want to get that best rating class, they can get that preferred plus if they do that fully underwritten process. But really, we're really focused on having products for middle income America. The premiums are not going to change. It's going to have some cash value inside of our life policies. And we have disability and critical illness, so income protection. So that's very important to us because we know that if someone's not able to work, that's how they make a living. I know TJ talked about their leaders conference. We also have a leaders conference, which is a good thing for you guys. Is if you write all your business with Assurity through IAMS, you can actually qualify for our leaders conference and their leaders conference at the same time. So ours is actually going to be next year as well, 2018. It's this full calendar year. It's April, but the incentive is actually April 14th to the 20th, and it's going to be in Australia. Pretty nice trip. We just got back from our leaders conference last week. It was over in Ireland. We do top-notch leaders conferences. Always stay at 5-star hotels, and we only have one business meeting at night when you're there. So other than that, it's all luxury time. You can do whatever you want. So today's focus is really going to be focusing on income insurance. What is it? Why would you want to sell it? And talk about life with living benefit riders. In the industry, you think about living benefit income riders or living benefit riders. They're usually included in the policy, which are great to have. Ours work a little different. Ours is actually a disability income rider and a critical illness rider. And you can add these to the policies. It's a great way to triple your commission with one client because it will add that additional premium, which essentially is going to pay you more commission. Our portfolio, I talked about it before. It is a simplified underwriting process. We have simplified all the way to fully underwritten. When I say simplified, that means it's an accept reject product. So there's going to be questions on the application, usually a phone interview, and they're going to be accepted. And then on our non-medical, this is on all of our fully underwritten products. We do have a non-medical underwriting, which means no paramed exam is going to be required, blood or urine. So it's really good, really convenient, and you can still get those true standard rates. And then we obviously have that fully underwritten process if someone wants to go through that full underwriting process. Obviously, with our portfolio, our non-med term is $350,000. Anything above that is our term 350 plus. With us being a mutual company, we're really big on the participating whole life. So good in the cash accumulation scenarios, along with our current assumption UL. I'm very big in those accumulation scenarios. Those you can obviously do that non-medical underwriting up to $150,000. Nice thing about all of our products, you can add these additional riders to them. So you can add that critical illness rider to our whole life and our disability income rider to the whole life. And then obviously, we do have a built-in accelerated benefit rider, and that is up to $250,000 for permanently confined to a nursing home or terminally ill. So when you think about income insurance, why would you want to sell it? Obviously, this is a great way to start the conversation with these two questions. You want your client to start thinking about their most valuable assets. And really the question that you can always ask them, what would happen to those assets if you died prematurely or had a major health setback? And obviously, if they die prematurely, most people have life insurance set up. Things they don't have set up are disability income insurance, especially for those small business owners, or critical illness insurance. Health insurance pays for a lot of things, but it won't pay for, some of the things you have to do on top of those healthcare costs. One really good way to start that conversation and get your client thinking even more about it is you can even do it now as an agent yourself. Write these 5 things down: health, home, income, retirement, and auto. And, circle the one that is the most important to you, or the most valuable, or your most valuable asset. And most people will circle their house, or they'll say their health. Obviously, the nice thing is you have homeowners insurance. Here, this last weekend in Omaha, we had a tornado come through the southern part of Omaha. They have homeowners insurance, so they're going to get that house rebuilt. You have health insurance. You have car insurance. Retirement is obviously really important. But one thing that we don't think about, and your client usually never thinks about, is what pays for all that. It's your income. And if you have a stoppage of income, what's going to go away first? Obviously, your home. Most people, lose their home if they're not working. If they do have a workers' comp, great, but workers' comp isn't the only income insurance that's out there. So obviously, why would you want to sell this as an agent? Your client needs it. There was a LIMRA study that came out a couple years ago that asked clients, the number of agents to ask them about income insurance or disability insurance. And only 18% of clients said that their agents even mention it. And really, it's the fact that if you're not mentioning it, it's not going to be sold. The good news for you as an agent now is there's not a lot of competition. So if only less than 20% of agents are talking about it, it means there's a lot of potential for you to earn more sales. It's a really good door opener. Obviously, the nice thing about critical illness and disability is that those clients get to see those assets being used. So it's really big, especially in that younger market, especially for those millennials. It's kind of a hot topic to millennials. They like being able to see that what the assets can be used for. So critical illness is a really big one for millennials, because if they do have heart attack, cancer, things like that, they can use those assets for what they think is needed. Renewal commissions are great with these policies, and obviously strengthen the relationship with your clients. One thing we do know, and we've done studies on, is the more products you have with one client, is the more likelihood they're going to be with you down the road. So if you're the agent that goes to someone's house, you sell them a term policy, or just a regular life policy, and leave, and you don't go back and talk to them about other policies later on, the likelihood of them being with you down the road, 5 years down the road, is only 20%. So it's not very good persistency. If you will go back and maybe sell them a disability or critical illness policy, it goes up, it triples, almost 65%. Then obviously, if you add the critical illness, or maybe write them annuity or some other product, the likelihood of them staying with you is 85%. Obviously, the reason for that is because you know them better. You're protecting more than one need. So you're not just selling. You're not the guy or girl that sold them the life insurance policy, a couple years ago. You're actually their advisor. You're the person that they go to if they need additional insurance. So it's really, really important to understand that. One nice thing that a lot of our agents have been using is a current client strategy completion. What this is going back to your current book of business. We've had a lot of agents be really successful doing this. So if you did write someone a term policy or a life policy last year, give them a call. Ask them if you want to do your annual review, because things change. Obviously, when you go meet someone and doing the annual review, you can ask them, do anything change? A lot of times things do change in people's lives. When they had a divorce, maybe they had a child, maybe they got married, things like that. Great ways to lead into additional life insurance sales. Then obviously to introduce income insurance. Obviously, when you talk to them about this policy, you can say, well, when we sold this policy to you, it was for a certain need. One thing I've been doing a lot this year is talking to my clients about income insurance. You kind of really talk about how the stoppage of income is a big risk for them. That's how you can start writing those things down: their house, their car, things like that. Talk about their most important asset. And then obviously you can introduce them how it's a big risk for them not having that protected. This graph here does a really good job, and I do have this available. Shows the income potential of someone that's making $25,000, $50,000, $75,000 a year. So let's say a 40-year-old is making $75,000 a year, pretty common. By the time they hit 65 with a 3% inflation, it's $3.58 million. That's almost $3.6 billion. You can always ask them, do you have that $3.6 million protected? And most people will say no. You could say, well, I wrote you, I talked to you about your homeowner insurance, or I talked to you about your life insurance, protecting $300,000 of your home, something like that, but you're not going to protect almost $3.6 million of income. And that's really for a small percentage. They could protect that income with a critical illness or disability policy. This leads me over to our non-med term. With our non-med term, the reason people are going to sell it is obviously the convenience of it. It's non-medical underwriting, so no paramed is going to be required. It's cost effective, so the price is right for non-medical. Customizable, that's when we'll talk about adding those riders. The convertibility. One thing at Assurity we do take pride in is that our products are still convertible. You can convert it over to either one of our permanent products, our whole life or our current assumption UL. So who's buying this term? Obviously, it's going to be the younger clients, anywhere from 25 to 55. It does go all the way up to age 65 on it, but it's really meant for those newlyweds, individuals with young families, someone that has a newborn, just because you can really customize it for them. And obviously that non-medical underwriting is a big part of that. Some of the riders that are available on this, and the ones I'm going to focus on the most, are monthly disability income rider and our critical illness rider. So obviously there are multiple riders that you can add to it. Return of premium is something at Assurity that we still have available that a lot of carriers are getting rid of. It's a great way for those clients that don't like that use it or lose it situation. So you're gonna get their money back. The nice thing is you can add that children's rider, you can add that other insured rider, so you can have the entire family on one policy. The accelerated benefit, I talked about it earlier. You can get up to $250,000 for permanently confined to a nursing home or terminally ill, 12 months or less to live. We are looking to change that, make it more of a chronic type long-term care rider, but currently we do have permanently confined to a nursing home as an option. So on that monthly disability income rider, so you think about these type of riders. There's not very many out there. What this one does, it's a true income for a disability. With this, it's non-medical underwriting, and what it is, it's a 90-day elimination, and then it's a $3,000 a month benefit. Obviously, it's going to be based off the face amount and their income. We do look at their occupation, as long as it's an occupation we can underwrite, and as long as they have an income, we're going to cover up to 60% of their current income. We don't need any income verification for this because it is non-medical. So whatever they write in the application is what we're going to use. But up to $3,000 a month, and it's going to be a 2-year benefit. So if someone does become disabled, isn't able to work, they're going to get that income of $3,000 a month for 2 years. The issue ages on this are 18 to 60. So really, really nice rider to add. It's really kind of a full protection package. Then we have our critical illness rider. On this one, it's a benefit of $20,000 up to $100,000. It is additional cost, just like our disability income riders. And you're probably asking yourself, well, there's other products out there that have critical illness built into it, which is true. And those are nice to have. And at Assurity, we always talk about it's additional money, but it's additional cost, but it's additional pool of money as well. So if someone does have heart attack, cancer, stroke, we're going to pay them a lump sum of anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000. And when that's activated, it's not going to lower their current death benefit. And the nice thing is they know what they're going to get. Because if you look at these other policies out there that have critical illness riders on it, they'll say they'll underwrite at the current time of claim. So if someone is a 35-year-old female, has breast cancer, they'll send in a claim form for it. The insurance company is going to look at that, see how, look at their mortality, how long they think they're going to live. They'll determine how much they're going to pay out. So they don't really know, the client really never really knows how much they're going to get paid. With us, you know how much you're going to get paid. And the nice thing about ours is, yes, it's additional cost for our DI and CI, but that means additional commission for you as an agent. So it's a great way to not only protect your client more, but earn more as an agent as well. And at Assurity, we do have that 3-category approach. So category 1, that's going to be our heart attack stroke category. And category 2 is going to be our other or kidney, major organ transplant, or paralysis category. And then category 3 is going to be our invasive cancer. So if someone has a $100,000 CI rider on this policy, they can actually pay out $100,000 for each category. So if someone has heart attack, we'll actually pay out the $100,000 to them. 2 years down the road, they end up with invasive cancer, we'll pay out additional $100,000. Then they have really bad luck, they need a major organ transplant. 2 years down the road after that, it's another $100,000. So it's actually $300,000 benefit with one policy. Nice thing is, if they have a $300,000 death benefit that they added to this, the CI rider too, it's not going to lower that death benefit. They're always going to have that, because we think that's very important, because when someone does have a critical illness, it's going to be real hard for them to get additional insurance later on in life, because they had something major like this, and they can get it's going to be 5-10 years down the road. So that's why we think it's really important not to lower that death benefit when they're going to need that insurance the most. We do have a simplified CI, so it's additional rider, or it's additional policy. It's a standalone. So for some of those states out there that do not have that, the CI rider, like California is one that comes up. It's not available there. We have a standalone policy. Works the same way, 3-category approach. It's going to cost very similar to the rider. It's $5,000, $50,000, simplified underwriting, so it's an accept, reject type product, like I've talked about earlier. Covers 12 conditions, guarantee renewable to age 75. So it goes all the way to age 75. 75, it does end. You can add a return of premium to it. So at 75, if it does end, they get all their money back. It is on a scale just like on term. So you can, after 30 years, you can get their money back. So they get it when they're young, they can get their money back before the age of 75 if they terminate the policy. Obviously, it's got the riders on the children's and spouse riders. So you can include the whole family on this. Really big in the health market. So a lot of those agents that are writing this have health clients that they're writing larger deductible policies on. They can add this to cover those major illnesses. 3-category approach works the same way as the rider. You can see there, category 1 is invasive cancer category. Category 2 is the heart attack stroke, and category 3 is the other. So obviously, when we talked about CI, and this helps with the conversation as well. When you're talking to your clients, obviously CI is very important. We know why it's important. These are the 3 biggest reasons. Obviously, these things happen a lot. You can always ask your client, how many people do you know have had cancer, have had a heart attack, had a stroke? How many times have you seen, GoFundMe's or fundraisers for that? It's because they didn't have anything like this in place. Because although you have health insurance doesn't cover all the things that come up. It doesn't cover if you need medical treatments down in Texas. That doesn't cover for your flights or your hotels, things like that. When they have critical illness, like a heart attack, cancer, stroke, the good news is people are living through it. 40 years ago, life insurance was all we needed, because if someone had cancer, more than likely they weren't going to live through it. But now they are. It's important to have something in place for that. And obviously the randomness, these happen a lot, and these happen to people that you don't think that's going to happen to. It happens to the healthiest people you know. So really important to talk about those things. Obviously, the money you can use it for, I've talked about it. You can fly down for medical treatments. You can go on vacation. You can use it to pay off your house. Obviously, $100,000 will go a long way if you put a $100,000 rider on this. Now, to put this in place, I did create a little case study here. Kind of an average family, a 30-year-old making $60,000 a year, has a wife and 2 kids. So, obviously he's got a lot to protect, does have a mortgage. So as an agent, what you do is write a $300,000 non-med term policy, add a $3,000 a month of disability income rider, and $30,000 critical illness rider. All that for $100 a month. Most agents, what they do is write that $300,000 non-med term policy, cost maybe 25, 35 bucks, call it a day. You start adding these riders to it. Not only are you protecting your client from those major risks for income insurance, you're making a lot more commission as an agent. So that's why I talk about doubling and tripling your income with one client, just by bundling this all into one package. Talk a lot about bundling, a lot of phone carriers, internet, cable, like to bundle. You're bundling all your protection all in one package. It helps protect that client, and they don't have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get all this. One big thing we always ask our clients: if you were sick or injured or couldn't work, or you died prematurely, how would your family pay the bills? That's kind of a powerful question you can ask your clients. And if they can't answer them, that really opens up your door to the income insurance conversation. Another case study we have, Mary and Joyce, really gives an idea of how it protects them. Mary, she makes $60,000 a year, so does Joyce. Mary gets $5,000 a month of income, but if she was to pass away unexpectedly from, her family would have no money to replace her income. If she became disabled, she had nothing there as well. Joyce, on the other hand, she doesn't make quite $5,000. She makes $4,900 a month, because $100 of that's going to pay insurance. If she were to pass away prematurely, her family would have 5 years of protection with her of income protection. It might not be enough, but it's better than having nothing in place. If she were to become disabled, she'd have 2 years of protection on that with that $3,000 a month of disability income, and then on that lump sum, she would have 6 months to pay her bills with that $30,000. So if someone does have cancer, that's 6 months of treatment. They don't have to work. They could replace their income. So some important things to keep in mind there. Return of premium, I mentioned this earlier, but I want to go over real fast just because there's not a lot of carriers that still have this. Obviously, on our term, you get your money back once the policy does end. It's available on our 20 and 30 year. As you can see there, there is a scale. I did mention that we do have a new term coming out. It's coming out August 1st. I don't have full details on it, but just kind of give some teasers on it. We'll have non-medical underwriting up to $500,000. It's going to be on a quick issue process, what'll happen is it'll go through our underwriting system. If you do our EAP process, you'll actually get an instant decision. So we can go with Preferred Plus on an instant decision on our term policy. So it's kind of it's going to be a nice product to have. It's going to be priced very well in the market, and it's going to have all the riders that I talked about today. So the specs of the non-med term you don't really need to keep those in mind too much, because we'll have that new product coming out replacing that. So like I said, $500,000 non-medical, and it'll be a quick issue product. If you've written any of our simplified CI, it's going to work a lot like that. If you submit it, it's going to be approved instantly or referred to underwriting. But if it's approved instantly, it'll get issued the next day. So very quick process. You can get up to Preferred Plus, and we can even table rate on it as well. We're trying to make it a quick process and keep it very competitive in the market as well. Contact information, myself and Paige Price, we're your regional team here at Assurity. We obviously can help you out with anything. Obviously, TJ and everybody at IAMS, they do a really good job answering any questions, and they're very familiar with our products. But if you do want to reach out to myself or Paige, we're more than happy to answer any questions as well. Any questions?
Let's see here. I'm checking the question box, Brandon. I don't see anything that's popped up yet. Please feel free to type any questions in the box there. Brandon, and again, thank you for joining us, and just bringing to light some of the great things that you folks are doing, and really that three pronged approach to increase your income as a producer. Just some great solutions there, and it's very practical information that we can easily share with folks that we're working with to to protect them as they should be fully protected. I've got a question coming in here. First one for you, Brandon, is what ages are the CI and disability products available to?
Yep. On the CI is up to age 64. The DI is to age 60.
Okay. And then second question says, do you have a sample of the medical questions on the application that you can show us now? And I might be able to.
On the non-med term, I do not. I mean, I can send it out. It'd just be on our application. Or TJ, you can definitely do that too.
Yeah. So Mike, thanks for the question. I can get that information. Get you a copy of the application if you just want to let me know to which product you're referring to. Would be more than happy to get that information out to you. That is always important to just kind of know beforehand, what kind of questions are on the application, what to expect, and maybe filter your prospecting efforts.
Yeah, because the product really is meant for those healthy clients. Non-medical, the non-med term is non-medical underwriting, but it's meant for those healthier clients, not for those higher risk, more unhealthy clients. So keep that. One thing to keep in mind is making sure it's for those healthier ones.
For sure. I'm going to launch a quick poll here for those that are interested in contracting or would like some contracting information for Assurity Life. Please indicate yes. Indicate yes there. My apologies, my mic needed to be adjusted. Just indicate yes there on the poll question, and be more than happy to get you some information out. And again, just want to also mention, Assurity, the critical illness, disability income protection, and that non-midterm, great products. But there's many others that are available, and as Brandon mentioned, a new product on the term side being released August 1st. So just a great carrier really to have in your tool bag or your quiver. I use these guys often as I'm quoting. Quoted a pretty nice return of premium case last week, and agent will be sending that in here soon. So again, just a great carrier with some very competitive products, and again, I think it'll be of some great benefit to you. I'll get that poll closed out. Thank you for all those that responded. I'll be reaching out to you today to get you the information that you've requested. And again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Again, my name is TJ. I would be more than happy to help you or anyone on the live team. You can reach us at 800-255-5055, or you can email me directly at tj at IAMSinc.com. Brandon, any closing words for you before I wrap things up here?
That is it. I appreciate everybody's time today, and TJ, I appreciate you guys having me on as well.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. Looking forward to the next time. Everybody have a great rest of your Monday and a great week this week. Look forward to speaking with many of you. Let's put some cases together. Take care.